Good morning, y'all, and welcome to another fun-filled week in Florida. This week, we're going to be starting a new project, and that's going to be on an ambulance. And here it comes!
Come on back.
All right, y'all, it's time to take a look at what we got our hands on. Now, this was a Red Cross rescue device. So, in essence, they would load the inside of this thing up with supplies, I guess water, food, medical supplies, whatever the emergency may have been. And they used all this tracking to attach, assumably, large pallets and things like that in here. We have a little station set up with this super cool large window. And all of this retracts. It's a foldable desk with a spinnable seat. A couple jump seats here to strap people to. A nice storage bin. The half from here over is an outside storage bin. We've got a basic air conditioner in here. This runs off of the truck, so it only works when the motor is engaged. More of the tracking, so that means they were really putting some large gear in here. And then a basic E450 interior. What I'm really excited about is the size of this wiring closet. So a lot of ambulances, if it is truly a life-saving box on wheels, there's a lot of technology they cram inside, and there is a spaghetti ball of wires hidden in the walls, and I'm very happy to see that's not going to be the case with this one. We do have a bit of innovation here from the last owner. Apparently they were using it to haul a motorcycle, and this is a rudimentary Murphy bed, but I like to call these death traps, because after it passes the pivot point, because you're hinged from the bottom, it's just dead weight. Ideally, a Murphy bed is hinged further up and it pivots over here, not at the bottom. These things can be dangerous. It's gotta go. A lot's gotta go, y'all. A lot's gotta go. Alright, I just kind of wanted to share with you a few things before I really get to tearing into this. I've had some time to be able to walk around and inspect the wiring and try to fully understand exactly what's been wired into this particular vehicle and how it all works. There's a few bits and pieces I've still got to figure out. But for the most part, there is a set of auxiliary batteries, and there's a control for those underneath the seat there. And when you activate that main switch, it allows power to energize to basically all of the cool stuff that's strapped to this van. So the air conditioner and the heater, the lights outside, anything that would be a functionality other than normal van activity is all thrown through that one main switch there. Now I gotta surgically remove as much as I can without removing too much.
What's back there, Shane?
Stuffing things, Kelsey. Stuffing things. Some good glue. Some very good glue. Well, there was a reason for all that. And it's because I really needed to see what was behind these walls and how well insulated this thing is. Now, as I've been doing a lot of inspection, I see all the doors are quite thick. Even the exterior compartments have insulated doors. Assumably, the floor is just as insulated. I also found where the vehicle wires are running. So this is going to run all of our lights outside, anything that's bolted to the top. Basically, everything that comes together in this box is probably ran inside of this wire loom. Let's keep going. Well, I think that's gonna be about all the destruction for today. any further. And I'm just tearing stuff up to tear it up. I'm pretty satisfied with what was found behind the walls. I needed to get in here so I could see the actual structuring. My goal is to put a door here. So I'm trying to make sure that the box is going to accept a door there and find out just where all this wiring goes. Very successful first day of working on this spaceship. It'll look different tomorrow, I can promise. It was a little cool this morning, so I hesitated getting out. I've now gotten in here and continued tearing apart things from yesterday. Yesterday I was quite optimistic with the amount of insulation that I saw when I removed the first panel. As I continued onward today, removing down this direction because I didn't want to quite tear into this box. There's a lot going on in there. I've learned they really built this thing. It is built like an aluminum tank. And the reason you see all of this, which is true beams, they've welded in. This is a lot of aluminum. That was for all this E-track that was outside. And that created a very substantial anchor point for any cargo back here. And in turn, it's made insulation a bit of a novelty. I'm going to continue moving forward and checking out systems. I started looking at this HVAC system, which is a heater and an air conditioner. It is tied to the truck, so it's using the compressor outside, I believe. Some more inspection is about to happen, though. There may be an exterior compressor, so this may be more like a mini split in a home that's bolted under the ambulance. I just have yet to crawl under there. Let's see what more we can tear out of this thing today. We got to find the bones fast. I knew this coming into this situation that we're headed to Florida, and there's something I gotta tell you. I'm not too great friends with the reptile world, and there's a lot of them down here. It's winter, so things are gonna be moving pretty slow around here, so I feel comfortable. But I have already found a friend. When I was in Kansas, I found a lot of squirrels and mice crawling through the bus as I worked because we were in the cornfields. But what is this dude? They don't grow them like that in Alabama. My grandma would be terrified. What do y'all think he is? He's pretty. I'm not touching that.
Oh, guys, it is a beautiful day in Florida, and we are so excited to be here. Shane is making some sounds over here. I thought it might be a good time to come and check out the progress. Wow, he's gotten a lot done this morning. What are you doing over here, babe?
Waiting on you to come save me from this dragon.
Dragon?
Look.
Oh, okay. Lizard.
They've already seen him. Now you gotta get him out of here. I don't want to touch it.
Okay, man. I think I can handle that.
Yeah, hold on. They're gonna want you to get out of here too. This is gonna be great.
Hello, guy.
He's gonna be
Hello. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go.
She's so brave.
Let's get you far away.
Are you supposed to carry them by their tail? Thanks, Kelsey. Back to work. All right, let's do some updating. So I've pulled out as much as I'm going to pull out. I took this whole wall off because I really wanted to see how this thing was built, and also took a panel off the ceiling because once again I wanted to see how it was built up there as well as how they insulated it. And I'm very impressed with what I found so far. Obviously there's some gaps in the insulation, and that's due to this insane amount of aluminum that they've put in here to help hold all the E-track in. Now this wall I'm not taking out because this one has windows, and this particular style of windows is a two-piece. So basically the exterior piece sticks through the wall, and then this ring meets it, and you run these screws in that you see here. If I were to take those screws out, it'll cause a lack of seal on the outside, which means I have to completely remove them and reseal all of them. So that's going to stay there until we decide what we're going to be doing with this insulation. We have two options. We can either leave this and add a little bit to it and cover it back up, or we can tear it all out, add framing, and do spray foam to eliminate any thermal bridging that may happen through the intense amount of aluminum that is on the outside of this thing through the inside. Or we could just leave it this way and use it as an RV, because it's not going to really leave Florida for the most part. So I don't think it's going to be facing any Wisconsin winters or anything. We'll make a choice soon. I think I'm going to leave it alone for the day. It's time to go fill this notebook up with ideas though. We got a lot of gear to cram into here, and I've got to figure out where it's all coming from. I'm not going to tell y'all good morning. I'm just going to tell you good day. I haven't really done any work inside of the rig today. Instead, I've been doing all the work on my phone. It requires an insane amount of logistical planning, parts research, floor plans, measuring, calculating, coming up with an idea. Every one of these things are totally different, and sometimes it takes me just a few hours to start working on them, and sometimes it takes me days. This one is going to be days before I actually start physically working on it, because all that we removed leads to a nice body behind it, so I don't really need to gut it as much as I normally do a school bus. So I've got to wait on some parts before we can start moving forward.
Meanwhile, I am busy playing Christmas elf inside. 'Tis the season, y'all. Ho, ho, ho. So, guys, Shane woke up this morning and came out and got to work. And I'm pretty sure it has completely escaped his mind that today is actually Christmas Eve. Don't worry, I'm not going to let him work all day. Let's go see what he's up to. Hey, hey, hey. What are you doing in here?
Ho, ho, is what you meant to say. Ho, 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 Kelsey.
Oh, so you do know it's Christmas Eve.
I do. It even kind of feels like it down here. Look at this. I'm wearing a flannel.
I'm definitely wearing a tank top. It's almost 70 degrees, y'all.
It's cold in this aluminum box.
It is. It is kind of cold in here. What are you doing in here today, babe?
Thinking. Doing some thinking.
Well, I think maybe you should be doing some thinking about Christmas instead.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
You want to start us off?
Ooh, is that a present?
It is.
For me. See you later, ambulance. Am I opening this too? Ooh. Oh my. That'll give me something to do. It's a helicopter. I'm gonna go chase Gator with it. Look at it, it's so tiny and it's love colored. I'm gonna fly it in the house, Kelsey. It's just the right size. We'll call it Bumblebee.
Did you already get it stuck in a tree, Shane?
Yeah, it did. It went further away than the control would work, and it was flying. I got a poke of it. Something. Merry Christmas. This happened the last time I got a helicopter too.
Is that good, babe?
It is. It's been a hard day. I have been chasing this tiny little helicopter all over the yard. Now, it says that it's for indoor use, Kelsey, but I don't know if flying it in here is a good idea. I didn't do too great out there. I only got it stuck in the tree once, though.
Maybe a little more practice before you try to fly it inside.
It is surprisingly much harder to fly than a drone is.
It does say for indoor use, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a space this small.
Yeah, I think this is a closet more than indoors.
What happened to more practice?
Ah! I blame Yingling for this. Oh my god, I'm horny. What? Oh, Kelsey, the truck is gonna be so excited.
So, if you guys know, we have been digging through old trucks and junkyards and looking pretty much everywhere we can find, and old sheds for an air horn for the truck. We have one on there already, but Shane's been looking for something a little bit more, so I got him this.
Oh.
And it has an air compressor and multiple other horns, so I think it might be a little louder than the one that we've been rocking for a few years.
I literally walked my old ones to pieces, Kelsey.
Well, I figured you're going to be working so hard that getting these now might save you some back problems.
Ho, ho, ho. Ooh, a neck massager. Ooh.
And back massager for when you complain about your back hurting anyways.
Well, thank you. Here's this thing.
It's USB rechargeable and heated.
Oh, it's one of those things you sit and just let it roll your pain away. What if I said you can't use it, Kelsey?
It's okay.
This is gonna be awesome. It'll fit right there.
I think he approves, ladies and gentlemen.
This is why we built this couch. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to Eileen's or not, Kelsey. Christmas is on hold. Oh.
It's not even 8 a.m. and I may have lost him already, y'all.
Yeah, the neck thing, that's fine and all. The holy mackerel. Oh, I killed it. No, wait, it just goes the other way. It's so smart. like a piece of sage. Give me a lighter. I need fire. Ah! This is awesome. Give me that.
Here, take these right here.
Give me that.
Okay. Oh man.
It appears Christmas dinner is in good hands.
It's ready.
So guys, as for me, all I was manifesting this Christmas was family time, and the universe definitely provided. Being in Jacksonville means that we are super close to my cousins, and that meant that we got to spend most of Christmas Day hanging out with them. We're back in the Love Hut now though, and it's time for one more present for this guy.
One more. I've been looking at this box all day. For days. What is this? Ooh. I knew it was gonna be fancy. It's just the right size. I hope this drowns out the sound of saws, Kelsey. These are awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think he likes them, y'all. Well, we're starting our morning off with a little bit of rain, which means that we get to extend our holiday for a little while longer.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to play that banjo for you this morning, Kelsey. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Mm-hmm.
Serenaded by banjos in the rain.
I was hoping to get out there and hook up that new truck horn, but that's gonna have to wait. It's gonna have to wait, Kelsey. I'm sorry. You know, for a cold, wintry day, this ain't a very cold, wintry day. I like Jacksonville's version of winter. I'm back inside my ambulance today, and I'm working on putting together a shopping list. We have quite the robust electrical system that we plan on shoving into this thing, and it's gonna be back here in this corner. Today I'm calculating just how many solar panels I can fit on top of that. And with that information, we'll be able to determine just how big of a battery bank we theoretically can support. Unfortunately, we're in the southeast, and the skies often look as though they do today. So solar is a hit or miss in this region per our experience. Hence today we're plugged in because I'm just not making enough electricity. That being said, this thing is a power plant. I want to show you guys something. We have this super cool switch here, and that leads us back here to these. And hopefully what I'm going to be able to do is augment the power that's going to these auxiliary power batteries and help that run some power producing DC to DC converters to help charge this large battery bank we're going to be installing. Because some days solar just don't work.
Yo, those guys have not wanted to participate with us at all today. We have spent most of the day inside, giving that guy a chance to get all of his ordering in for this ambulance conversion. But it stopped raining for a little bit, and we thought it might be a good time to take a break.
And do some procrastinating.
Procrastinating?
Procrastinating.
I think he's going to install one of his Christmas presents.
Ho, ho, ho. This is the third horn that I'm gonna zip tie inside of this truck, Kelsey. I refuse to put a lot of time and effort into putting the shit on the truck. It's gonna sound awesome. As Kelsey loves to point out, I always spend a lot more time making other people's vehicles and their homes look a lot better than ours. Oh, look at all that beautiful wiring. So, this fancy new horn of ours, this one here, I've zip tied in here for my convenience. And it came with this fancy relay system, like this. So you run your power through this thing, and then you're supposed to be able to use this cute little button to honk this horn. But that did not happen. So what I've done is I disconnected my old Auga horn, because it doesn't really Auga, it sounds like chickens, angry chickens. And I've just wired it all up to this button right here. Oh yeah. How awesome is that? Merry Christmas, Shane. Merry Christmas.
Hey, mister.
Hey,
Are you done ordering stuff for this ambulance yet?
I'm not. So much goes into a system this big, Kelsey. I'm gonna keep flipping through my phone. You'll make sure you come back next week, because these boxes are eventually gonna start showing up and I get to start bolting the stuff in. See y'all then.
Yep, guys, we want to take the time to say thank you to each and every one of you who have been following us along this far. If you haven't already done so, then be sure and hit those thumbs up and subscribe buttons and comment below so that we know to be grateful for you. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.